Hello everyone, my name is Huey Yeng and welcome to the very first episode of taukeke, which is aptly called episode 0. So in this episode, I'll be explaining my thought process for this day to night matte painting work. So this matte painting is from a project that I'm currently working on. So right now, what you can see on the screen is that I'm creating this line using the line tool, which is to match the original plate of the reference photo that I used to create the groove. So as you can see here is that what I'm doing is that there are times you need to remove signages. So if you can get away by copying parts of the photo, so well, you better do it, because I think if you're trying to paint it by hand, it'll be much more time consuming to match the actual detail of the stuff that you're trying to cover up. So from here, what you can see is that there are times when you need to actually just do a lot of repainting for the obvious reason, as you can see the daylight shot, the original plate. I need to transform it into a night shot. So what does everyone know is how you call it, like a day lit shot compared to a night shot. It will be very different due to the lighting from the Bronson lamp, tungsten lamp, and so on and so on. So what I'm doing here is that I'm just adding in all these tiny details, so it doesn't look too flat. And like you creating all this grime and dirt and stuff. So here, what I'm doing is I'm painting in the light, because obviously when we trying to even if we have to create a like a dark shot, how we call it, like when you add in an artificial light, it will obviously lead the surrounding object. So since in our original plate was a day shot, so it was primarily lit by the sun. So from here, I need to make sure that everything looks like try to fit in well into the new lighting result. So again, once in a while, you can see that what I'm doing is I will try to add in this shadowing. So here I'm actually fumbling around because I just cannot get the actual look of the shadowing that I'm trying to aim for, because obviously if you just put a multiply and just put a very dark color, it will make it looks really flat. So lesson here for everyone is that when you trying to make you adding in reshadow, make sure that you really understand the structure of the object or the elements, so that you just don't go in there and simply put in the just put a multiply layer and just paint the shadow. It doesn't work that way. So okay, here right now I'm retouching the rotoscope, because I realized that after I made a big mistake here, because when I do the rotoscoping, I actually put it over a gray background, so it actually caused a big problem, as in when I thought the edges is nice, but it turned out is that I still have quite a bit from bright edges from the original plate. So okay, like I say, once I already done with that rotoscoping touch up, so I'm back again to Photoshop. So here what you all can see is that I'm trying to add the middle ground to the matte painting, because the original one will have the foreground and they have the cityscape at a distance plus the sky. So I realized I need something in the middle ground to create that depth. So of course, as usual, all these photos that I'm used for these matte paintings are all taken online. So as long you how to say, like, you remove all the sign or any copyright or trademark stuff, I don't think you'll be that much of a problem. Again, this is a personal work. I'm not doing it for profit. So I'm not that concerned. Just as long you did like a major how you call manipulation, I think it's still considered fair enough that it was not that how you call it, like it's not like you're using the original photo straight into the matte painting, because obviously there's a lot of retouching going on just to fit into the current night look of this matte painting. So again, as just now, as you can see, I make it darker, then I try to relit it nicely. So again, I'll bring it, save it out as a PNG file from Photoshop to be used in Nuke. Why PNG? I got no idea, because I just think PNG save really small. It's a small file size, and since this is just a single frame, so I'm not so worried about scrubbing it in the timeline. So okay, now here what I did is that after I putting in the factory building behind the industrial factory thingy, so I need like a warehouse to hide the perspective issue of the original industry building. So what I did is I just Google again. So I just get this kind of nice looking warehouse, then I bring it into Photoshop and do all the touch up as usual, and adding in 3 lights, like those tungsten light. So okay, again what I did here is I'm trying to touch up the detail. Then again, as usual, always go back to Nuke to verify that it sort of fit to what I'm looking for. Then again, I add in just now the atmospheric haze. So as things goes in the distance, you have this kind of like, especially in night time, you can see this kind of nice glow at the horizon of the base of the city. So here what I did is I bring in another photo that I found on Google, and trying to paint in this like another layer of buildings. But of course in here I'm not really particular with the shapes, I mean the precise structure of the building. What I'm just looking for is just the building, the overall silhouette of the structure. Of course we already have the window, the building, I mean the littered window, so that will help a lot to create like as though it's there's a building over there, while the far distant building is like really lit up, it's fully glow. So yeah, other than that, pretty much this will be the end of the video. So I hope you all find it useful, and thank you very much for listening to my thought process of creating this day to night matte painting video. So see you again. Thank you.